on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time for round 8 of the Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sports. So, right now we'll be racing on the Nurburgring Grand Prix for number of laps of 8. And now we'll be using Group 3 for today. So, this is going to be very excellent to get started for one fast Grand Prix race. We might be able to be prepared. So, this will be able to have a one good GT3 race. We'll be able to get everything started out, that this will be able to get ready. So I hope that this is going to be perfect for a good round. We'll be able to do much better, that this is going to be very excellent, that this is going to be able to keep coming faster. We might get everything going. Now looks like this will be able to go and grab a Group 3 car. We might get ready. And this will be a one excellent challenge, that this will be able to take a lot more faster, that this will be able to get ready. So it will be able to take much more recommended tire type that this will be able to use. So we'll be able to use on the Racing Medium compound that this will be able to get ready. Now let's go and get ready to take the practice, and this might be able to get started. So I hope that this is going to be very excellent, that this is going to be able to race on the Grand Prix track, that this is going to be able to get better. So this is going to be able to take the hot lap. We might go in, so it'll be able to do perfectly, that this might be able to take any more clear consecutive inside turns. We might be able to get started. So it'll be able to get ready, but this is going to be able to take one corners, that this might go better. Now, just going to be able to have to take that first turn, so this might go brake very lightly, that this might make the perfect chances to be able to go on the turn whenever you see the apex. So this is going to be able to take much better turns, that this might go for a little bit blind hairpin corners, that this is going to be able to do longer and much shorter, that this is going to be able to take. So it will be able to do much practicing, that this might be able to master the Grand Prix track of the Nurburgring, that this is going to be very challenging, that this will be able to take a much far competition, that this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this might go better to do it, because everything is going to be able to take a one excellent GT3 race competition. We might be able to get started to take the competition chances. We might be able to get going there. So as everything promised to be able to get everything started out, so this will be able to have a one good clean race, that this might do a lot better, that this will be able to take a lot of practice before the race begins, because this is going to be very challenging to be able to take a full course onto the Grand Prix layout track, that this is going to be able to get everything started out, and this will be able to do much perfectly, that this will be able to do a lot better, that this might take plenty more trails, that whenever you see it, that might get everything well helped out, that this might have everything to be prepared for one good race to be able to get started out for. Now going on to the chicane is going to be very tricky, so this might have to take a lot more clean turns, that this might do as possible, that this might do a lot better to be able to keep it up. So the last turn is definitely might be the hairpin corner, that this is going to be going on 190 a little angle, that this is definitely might be going a little bit closer for it. So it'll be doing a lot better, that this might be able to stay maintained on the pace. We might be able to go there. Alright, so this is going to be able to do much roughly, that this is going to be able to do a lot better. So I hope everybody is doing a lot more practice before this might join in session of the race by having 1 point entry, that this will be able to have, and the other two will do the rest. Will be able to have a second chance, will be able to be available, because maybe this is going to be able to take a much better opportunity, that this might comes in to be able to have a very good race. We might do a lot better, so it'll be able to do much handling, that this is going to be able to stay on the inside. We might get everything going. Now looks like onto the 5-minute remaining time until this will be able to have the qualifying practice time trial. Will be able to get ready to get started. So it'll be able to do much slower concentration, that this will be needed, that this will be able to stay on hold. So it'll be able to do a lot better to be able to stay on the apex. We'll do a little bit guideline. We'll give the one good correction improved turn will give the right direction, will might get everything better. So it'll be able to do much perfectly that this is going to be able to take a lot more chance to master the Grand Prix track of the Nurburgring. This will be able to have a one good FIA GT3 race event that this will be able to get everything started out, will be prepared. So everything is going to be able to take much more better time, that this will be able to do a lot better clean race will might go in. But it will also have very good much requires that this is going to be able to take much more hot laps that this will be able to take. But it will might give a one good corrective risk that this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might comes in to do it. Alright, going in to take the new lap time, and now this is going to be able to take much more faster times, that this is going to be able to do the usual will might go in. So I hope that this is going to be able to take one better usual ways to be able to keep it going, and now this is going to be able to have to take everything going on. But this is going to get everything much better, that this will be able to take it nice and slow, or doing a lot more speed, that this will might get better, that this will be able to get ready to go. So I hope that this is going to be able to take one good speed rating check, that this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be brilliant. Alright, just going to be able to take that hot lap, will might go in until this will might have the dirt lap, will might do much better, that this is going to be able to take much more chances to be able to get there. Alright, getting a little bit wide outside turn is going to be very tougher, to be able to be very much careful to be needed as possible. Okay, 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining, and now this is going to be able to do much better to be able to keep going on the pace. So this will be able to do a lot better perfectly, chances to be able to stay on it. So it'll be able to do just keep going, and then this will might have plenty more speed to be able to accelerate. So this will might get prepared to do a lot of good competition race, will be able to get everything started. So this will be able to have plenty much handling, that this is going to be brilliant to be able to get started out for. Alright, going in on that hairpin at that last turn, so this will be able to do much perfectly, that this is going to be able to get followed. Alright, looks like this is going to be giving another 2 minutes and 1 second is still going on the clock. So this is going to be able to have to take a 2-minute time, and this is going to be able to do much perfectly better, that this is going to be able to take plenty much more handling turns, that this will be able to keep up on it. Alright, looks like this is going to be doing a lot better to be able to keep up on the gap distance behind. It's going to be very tougher and pretty steadying, that this is going to be able to give a good showing on it. So it'll be able to do much perfectly to be able to keep it well time checked, that this is going to be able to give a good stability balance. We'll be able to take on with some tough terrains, that this is going to be very close edge. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to have a minute left remaining, and then this is going to be able to give a little now or never, because this is going to take a lot of important time practice before this will might get started for a race, that this will be able to get ready. Okay, going in to be able to do plenty much more speed to be able to climbing up, and then this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to have enough time until this will make it shorter and make it quick, and this is going to be brilliant to be able to have the time in session to be able to join in. Okay, race up on that speed, and then this is going to be able to keep coming closer to do it. So it'll be able to have to take 15 seconds until this will might be prepared for a match to join in session automatically. So it'll be able to do much quicker to be able to do it as possible. So everything is going to be able to have enough time until this will be able to get ready to get started. Now, looks like this is going to be prepared for a match to be able to wait. So it'll be able to have one good final stretch, that this is going to be able to have a 1 lap check. And then just in the nick of time, and then let's get ready to join in section automatically to be able to do a lot better, to see how this will might give a good well time to begin. So it wasn't so bad because it did a lot better to be able to do a lot more time rush that this will be able to keep up. So it will be able to do a lot better to be able to take a lot more speed, that this will be able to have a one goodwill time check that this is going to be able to get ready. Alright, now looks like this is going to be able to have different group 3 cars will might go better, and now this is going to be very good that this will be able to have a one good clean race to be able to race on the Grand Prix track of the Nurburgring. Will be able to do a lot better, so it'll be able to do much perfectly to be able to keep speeding up, to be able to have a good chance to be able to reach up onto the apex. So this will be able to wait for everyone to get ready to go. So this will be able to have the first 2-minute warm-up until we might be prepared for a qualifying time for 10 minutes. This will get everything started out, and this will might give everything excellent that this will be able to take much more speed to be able to get prepared. So let's get ready to pit out, and now let's do it for one good warm-up time to be able to get started. Good to see you again, Dakar Autosports. Now let's get ready to take the warm-up practice until we must be prepared for one good race. Alright, this is going to be able to do much quicker turns, that this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to get ready. Inside turns of the apex is going to be very important, because if things get possible, everything is going to be able to take patient time that this will might do a little bit maintained, will might give a good chance to be able to be ready. So it will be able to do a lot better, that this will be able to have a one good excellent race, that this will might be prepared for one Grand Prix challenge. But this is going to get everything started out, that this will be able to take the chances to be able to give one good better time to be able to have to get everything going. All of us as driver rating Bs are definitely might be able to try to keep up. Since the response has definitely received a second ago, we are still trying to be able to race up onto the driver rating. We might go up onto A. That could be the hardest goal, and also reaching up onto S, that could be the super hardest goal, that this is going to be able to do much more clean races and much more few chances we'll be able to keep up. So it will be doing much possible that this is going to be able to have to take a lot more racing time, that this will might get everything better. So looks like giving a little bit 10-second time until the warm-up ends, and then this is going to be very excellent, that this will be able to get started for one good qualifying time. So here we go. This will be able to proceed as well, and this will get everything started. Now, I hope that this is going to be very excellent, that this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to have to get everything ready to go for a qualifying time. So it'll be able to do a lot better to be able to have to take plenty much time, that this will be able to get ready for an 8-lap challenge. So here we go. Let's get ready to pit out. This is going to be able to have the best of luck. We'll be able to do it. Alright, this is going to be able to take that first turn. Will might get started, so it will might be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to take much more inside turns to be able to do a lot more possible. But tougher speed cars is definitely might be getting one easy open advantage. Just going to be able to make sure, because maintain the pace and keep going, and then this is going to be able to take a lot more faster times, that this will might keep going. So it will be able to do perfectly. If any drivers could probably able to take the courage, will be able to take much more better times, that this will be able to do one good concentration of the race. Will might be able to get better to maintain, to be able to speed up quickly, and this will might do a lot better to be able to take much more clean turns, to be simple as possible, that this will might goes better. Now looks like this is going to be able to have a qualifying time remaining, and now this is going to be able to do always to be able to stay on track, that this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might goes in for giving one good excellent speed. and one good excellent handling that this is going to be able to keep coming in, that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Now, I hope that this is going to be giving one good close edge, that this wheel might go directly up onto the right directions to be able to give a good improved inside turn is going to be able to do simple ways to go. Now, the chicane is going to be very harder, so this wheel might be able to learn to slow down to be able to proceed until at the last turn. This is going to be able to do a lot faster, that this is going to be able to keep coming in to do it. Alright, here we go. Let's start the qualifying time, and now this wheel might have enough time remaining to go, but this is going to be able to do a lot quicker to be able to take much more quicker turns to be able to get. Now, it's just going to be giving one good positive handling, that this is going to be giving one good effect on the turn, and this is going to be able to make one good increased chance wheel might go in. Okay. Just saw that red dot flashing in onto the penalty. That could be a curve warning check that this wheel might keep an eye on for. Now, this is going to be very excellent, so this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this is going to have to work harder and work faster, that this is going to be able to have to take the top race wheel might go in. So it'll be able to do much quickly, that this is going to be able to have to take much handling turns, that this wheel might go carefully, will be able to do the effect. Now, looks like this is going to be able to do much closer edge, and now this is going to give one good stability handling check, that this is going to be able to go faster. Just going to be able to see the apex, and looks like you're in a good clear shape by now, so this is going to be able to take plenty more improved turns, wheel might go efficient, we'll be able to have a race to a prop, wheel might get everything better. Okay, this is going to get very excellent, and now this wheel might get better, so it'll be able to do much quicker to be able to take the slow turns, wheel might go in. Okay, looks like they just already made it on my current position, so this wheel might have a better time position that this is going to be able to get started out for. So good thing they did a lot more fast rush that this wheel might goes in. So looks like this is going to be able to have to take a lot harder qualifying times, that this wheel might get prepared, but this is going to be a very difficult time, that this wheel might reach under 2 minutes. Whoa, take it easy. Just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to have a one practice race wheel might get everything started. So I know that this is going to be very tougher, that this is going to be able to have a one good fair race wheel might go in. So everything is going to be able to stay on touch. Just mind the gap of any short distance, and everything is going to be very harder to be able to avoid the collision. Now, this is going to be able to take much more speed, that this is going to be able to do a lot quicker as possible, that this is going to be able to take. So just going to be able to make sure that this is going to be able to have a tough race, to be able to make one good safe chance, to be able to have a one good smooth race. But this is going to be very much quicker to be able to do a little passive effect, that this will might get everything better to avoid the SR decrease. So if possible, that this is going to be very quicker, that this wheel might need to be able to work hard as much as possible to be able to go there. Okay, just gonna have that turn going in. Just gonna have to keep it hold and endure. Alright, pretty safer call. Now this is gonna be able to take a little bit time to do a little bit drop time to be able to take the slipstream wheel might reach up. But this is going to be able to take much quicker ways to be able to go there, and then also the chicane is going to be very harder, that this wheel might goes in to do it. Okay, just going to be able to make sure, time check, that this is going to be over 2 minutes, and this is going to be pretty hard to be able to get there. So looks like this is going to be able to starting out on 14th place. If anything happens, that this is going to be able to go well. Okay, it's like another one just left the room. Now Just gonna be able to wait for another hour to be able to get ready. Alright, Dakar Autosport just set a new qualifying time, so this is gonna get pretty challenging that this one might be able to work hard to be able to go faster to keep up. Under 2 minutes is definitely the hardest goal that this is going to be able to work hard to be able to get there. But it only gets a little bit tougher, and the bigger risk that this is going to be able to take a lot more handlings that this one might go there. So it'll be able to do much quicker that this will be able to go as possible. Okay, just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to have a 5th lap practice, that this is going to be able to take enough time that this is going to be able to go better to take. Okay, looks like 0.5 seconds. This is going to be able to have enough time that this wheel might go approaching in, and then this is going to get a little bit faster that this wheel might need it. Okay, there we go. Just going to be able to take better chances on that turn, so this wheel might be able to have 2 minutes time until this wheel might goes in to proceed. So this is going to be able to take a little overtime that this wheel might get everything well settled in to be able to get started. Alright, perfect chicane turn, and now this is going to be able to do a professional ways to go, and now this is going to be able to have that 5th lap. Will proceed as the final lap. Will might get everything settled in to be able to get started. Alright, giving a better time, and then this is going to be able to do much quicker, that this is going to be able to work harder as possible. Okay, this is going to get very slippery, that this is going to be able to stay careful. Okay, going a little bit wide outside on the turn is going to be pretty harder, that this is going to be able to stay on hold of the grip. So it'll be able to do much quicker to be able to have to check on the halfway amount of the fuel left to go. So 50% amount left to go on the 4th lap, but it's going to be very closer, that this is going to be able to go into the pit stop as early points, that this is going to be able to get in to be able to save amount of fuel before the race will be over soon. Alright, so this is going to be able to take plenty much more time until this one might goes in to proceed. Now, this is going to be able to get a little bit harder turn, that this is going to be able to keep holding on for. So it'll be able to do a better time that this is going to be able to keep up on this race, so it'll be able to do just fine. Alright, looks like 30 seconds remaining time left, and now this is going to be able to take a lot more handlings that this is going to be able to take. So it'll be able to do much harder, that this is going to be able to beat the lap time by 2 minutes, but well, it's going to be pretty difficult by taking a little bit enough time that this is going to be able to do a lot more practice. So it'll be able to get everything started, so just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to take plenty more clean turns to be able to go much as possible. Alright, here we go. 5th lap is the final lap to proceed, and now looks like this is going to be right on schedule to be able to get started. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to do perfectly for this time until this is going to be able to get better. So it'll make sure that this is going to be able to have a one good race, that this one might give any determines that this one might goes better. So right now, this will be able to take plenty more times of practice, and then this will be able to get ready to start this race. Will might get everything prepared. So it'll be able to have to take much more chances to be able to see this is going to be a good race or a top race, that this will be able to get ready. So it'll be able to give enough time until this one might have a good race result to be able to get started out for. So just going to be able to have a minute until this one might finishing up the time. Alright, qualifying complete. Now looks like this is going to be able to get ready for one good Group 3 race to be able to get started to race at the Nurburgring. So this will be able to be prepared for one good professional moment to be able to race well and race concentrated, that this will be able to drive faster to be able to go much as possible. So the qualifier is ended, so looks like everything is going to be able to do a lot better. So it'll be able to have to do a lot more hard work that this is going to be able to take. So this is going to be able to have to take much more practice that this is going to be needed as always. So looks like Dr. Dead 76 and Bake Mark 13 are the only fastest to take that head start. We'll be giving the best excellent performance choice we'll be able to take on boards. So it will be able to do a lot more faster times. We might go better that this is going to be able to do quickly that this one might be needed to. Alright, let's go and get ready to start this race, and let's take the 8 laps. We'll begin. Here we go, round 8 of the Manufacturers Series 2019 on Gran Turismo Sport, racing on the Nurburgring Grand Prix. Now, let's go and get started to see the drivers. So, first up is Dr. Dead 76 with a nice style of the Dodge Viper GT3R. Second place is Blake Mark 13 with a nice pink style of the Lexus RCF GT3 with a decal on it. Third place is Who Kid 21 with a yellow Nissan GTR. Fourth place is Willis Monfilis with a Jaguar F-Type, and fifth place is from Switch 13 with a Herbie-style Volkswagen Beetle. Sixth place is Neil Waldman with a Lexus RCF GT3 2017. Seventh place is Left to Pass You with a GT5 Citroen Group 3. Eighth place is I'm Too High for This 247 with a Fight-style Peugeot RTC. Ninth place is Dakar Autosport with a BMW M6 M-Power Library version. 10th place is Half Match 88 for the Subaru WRX. 11th place is Devil Switch TV for the Porsche 911 RSR. 12th place is FPC Nick MBA 99 for the Lexus RCF. 13th place is BNOP 9001 for the Porsche 911. 14th place is GH Moreno with the Renault Sport RS01. 15th place is Floater 99 for the Volkswagen GTI Vision GT. 16th place is Bloody Dorn 1887 with the Porsche 911 RSR. 17th place is Roadhog 2 with a CNF Racing Aston Martin V12 Vantage. And last place is myself with the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. Everything is going to be a one tough race, and this will be able to be prepared because this is going to be a one excellent 8-lap challenge. We might get everything started, but this is going to be a one excited race at the Nurburgring Grand Prix that this will be able to get ready. So here we go. This is going to be able to have the 8-lap challenge, and then last calls to take the chicane will begin, and this is going to be able to get started because this is going to be a one tough handling that will be able to begin the race, and this is going to be a one tough race. We might be able to take the chance to go fastest, and this will be able to take plenty more overtakes that this is going to be able to have the hard race wheel might get everything going. And then here we go, taking on that first turn is about to be approaching in, and then this is going to be very harder that this is going to be very intense to be able to keep up, but this is going to be able to do a lot better that this is going to be able to take plenty much more chances to be able to take. All right, this is going to get better, and then doing a lot quicker, that this is going to be able to do a much more handling things to do, and now this is going to be very intense, that this is going to be able to avoid the collision. Now, looks like this is going to be very closer edge, that this is going to be able to stay stronger on it. Dr. Det 76 is definitely takes the lead by the head start of the race, and now this is going to be able to get closer to do it. But this is going to be able to do much quicker, that this is going to be able to stay strong on the inside turns. But experts always master the Nurburgring Grand Prix is definitely the most awesomest thing, that this is going to be able to work faster to be able to keep up, and now this is going to be able to do much quickly to be able to do it. So as other racers that definitely might be able to try to keep up, but this is going to be very intense, that this might get everything better. Now, looks like taking a little inside turn is going to be able to do a little bit quicker to be able to keep up on it, but this is going to be very long ways to go, but it is going to be very longer that this will be able to take. Okay, taking on that chicane, and now looks like this is going to be able to going in to be able to proceed, and then looks like a little bit collision occurs going in, and now looks like this is going to be able to do a little bit harder. Now looks like they're already in onto the second lap, and now this is going to be able to take a little bit tied up on the ropes, is going to be able to take the long struggle. Will might get there, but it's going to be able to do a little bit much quicker to be able to go as possible. But okay, looks like I just ignored that, because that could be the hazard part. That will be able to be automatically pulled back onto the track. That is definitely be very much careful, because that will be losing up a distance amount, that this is going to be way left behind. Now looks like this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to get very intense on this race, because this may cause a decreased driver rating, that this is going to be able to do a lot harder race, that this one might comes in, but it gets a little bit harder, that this will be able to do much better, that this is going to be able to take a lot more practice. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take, looks like getting a little bit far behind, that this is going to be needed for sure, because this is going to be able to take the race position, that this will might need it as possible. Alright, so looks like this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to be able to climb up on it. Oh no, no, no. This is going to get very loosened up on it. Good thing that this is going to be very tougher, that this is going to get very tougher on this race, folks, but everybody is definitely might be able to try to keep up on it. So looks like getting a little bit way behind, so don't want to get exited out, because that may cause of a decreased driver rating, that this will might come to effect. But this is going to be the most hardest race that everybody really wants to take, because this is going to be very slightly difficult, that this is going to be able to keep up on it. But it is definitely might be happens always, because this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might do a lot more speed to be able to get there. Alright, third lap is going to be able to going in, and then everybody is still trying to be able to keep up on it, because this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to take that hairpin wheel might go in. So make sure don't get cut off the track at the first turn. That will be automatically to be able to go back wherever it came, because this is definitely an unacceptable performance turn, that this is going to be able to come closer to get. Alright, so looks like yellow flag just called in, now just going to be able to proceed, and then this is going to be able to do much quicker to be able to hold on, to be able to endure, but it is going to be able to do, but it might need to be able to catch up or more, but it gets pretty harder to be able to work faster as always to be able to get. Okay, looks like this is going to get better, but only it's going to have to take a little bit, check them out with the fuel left to go, so the tires are still trying to be able to have a little bit red amount that this is going to be able to take. But this is going to be very intense, that this is going to be able to take much more speed to be able to get there. Dr. Det 76 still takes the lead, and now he's going to be able to keep up, or having a one tough race will might go in. But this will might get needed to be able to have very better ways, that try not to do a little exit out, that this is definitely the consequences that this is going to be able to yet occur. Alright, time to go for a little catch-up safe run, that this is going to be able to do much quicker to be able to save the reputation. Will might give the moment to spare, but this is going to be able to do plenty much more work that this will might came, because it's going to be very tougher to be able to race on the Grand Prix at the Nurburgring, that this is going to be able to coming in to do it. Okay, just going to have that turn, and now looks like the other drivers are definitely might be able to try to keep up, because this is going to be very tougher, that this will might need to do much quicker ways. Okay, just going to stay on that turn, and now get everything to be able to stay on it. So looks like Roadhog 2 is on the 15th place, and now just going to be able to force the decelerate, since everything is going to be very harder to be able to get there. So good thing that it's already been passed onto the penalty line, that people are approaching in to be able to coming in. But this is going to get everything a little bit yet seen to be able to have to keep pressing on. Alright, looks like almost there to be able to have to take the fuel check by 50% on the halfway amount, and this is going to get very closer, that this will might hold to endure, or anything is possible, that this is going to be able to have on lean 6, that this is going to get very harder or catching up to do. But it gets a little bit hard choices, that the gap distance will increase significantly, that this is going to get very much longer to get. But gets too much, but it'll be able to stick on to power 1, but it gets a little bit harder to be able to have to catch up, that this will might continue on for the rush, that this will be needed to save amount of fuel. Alright, so looks like this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to going in. Now, looks like fifth lap is now definitely going in to be able to keep up, so this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might be able to take a lot more better paced laps. This might be able to go all the way in, but it gets pretty difficult sometimes, because having a tough race to be able to give the moment, will might be able to come in, and then this is going to be able to do much quicker, faster, and then this is going to be able to do it. Now, looks like Bloody Dorn 1887 is in 12th, and now looks like he is definitely might be able to try to climb up onto the top position, because it's going to be very separate, that this is going to be, hold on, looks like gap distance are now definitely quite giving a little bit time to do it, so looks like he's about to be forced in onto the penalty line to be able to slow down. Alright, he's slowing down, and now he's finally going back up onto the speed, and now this is going to be able to take a little bit faster time to get there, but it gets pretty tough and pretty faster to be able to keep going on, and then this may get a little bit possible that this will might give one good chance onto the race position, but it gets pretty harder that this will might go well. Okay, looks like just going to be able to take that inside turns, will might go better and possible, but it's going to be able to do much more speed to be able to endure, but it'll be able to do much quicker if any other leading drivers will might get to the pits as possible before it'll be able to give a reminder check that this will be needed to see it. Alright, looks like having a little bit trouble time catching up to the main opponents is definitely might be getting a little bit stronger and harder, but this is going to be able to take plenty more inside turns to be able to take, but always going to have to take a lot of good safe race, that this is going to get tougher. Alright, the sixth lap is now going to be going in, and now this is going to be able to make it nearly there. Okay, looks like This is going to be able to take that inside turn, is going to be going in, and now this is going to be able to take much usual chances for the first 8 laps until looks like we're on the 6th lap, and Dr. Dead 76 still takes the lead, and now this is going to be able to do perfectly better that this will might be able to get. The handling is going to be very tougher and very stronger that this will might be able to have everything holding on for, but it gets pretty tougher and intense because last place drivers are now definitely might be able to have a decreased driver rating that this will might come to effect because it gets plenty much more hard work that needs to have more practice to be able to get. Now, looks like this is going to be able to do a little bit much possible that this will might keep off on the gap distance check because it's always possible that this is going to be very difficult that any other drivers that really wants to take the chance that this is going to be able to take. Okay, looks like the grip amount is about to get a little bit decreased onto the halfway, is going to be able to get closer. So this is going to be able to take much pit stop that this will be needed as possible. So only down to 25% amount of liters of fuel remaining, and then this is going to be able to do a lot better that this will might need to be able to have a one good pit stop available to be needed as possible. Oh man, looks like getting a little bit loosened up on the grip, and then this is going to be getting a little bit hard problem that this is going to be able to take a little bit time that this will might keep it up on it. 7th lap is going to be closer, and now looks like reaching up onto the final lap is going to be able to take one determined choices to be able to continue on or going into the pits as possible. So it's going to be able to take the hard choice that they might need to get. So they just definitely always want to keep racing, and then this will might make it there. But it is going to be very harder that this is going to be able to take the hard moments to be able to keep up on it. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take much more inside turns if anything is possible, but having a little bit grip is going to be very harder to be able to get. Okay, looks like this is going to get a little bit losing out of options that this is going to be able to keep up, and then this is going to be able to do much perfectly for it. So it looks like Devil Twitch TV is in 15th place, and now he's trying to be able to catch up onto the main position that this is going to be able to have. And then this is going to get very harder for me, and then this is going to be able to have a one hard moment that this might be able to try to keep up, but this is going to be very difficult that mostly other racers have tried to be able to have a one good successful pass, that this is going to be able to have a one tough race that this will be able to keep up. Alright, so looks like this is going to be able to take one pit stop to be calling in to be able to go there. Looks like no turning back, that this is going to get a little bit possible that this will might need to be able to refuel. So it's going to be able to have one determined choices that this will might have. Alright, last place drivers could go to the pits whenever it's going to be needs to have, and this is going to be coming out for the decreased driver rating that this will be able to have. So it'll be able to need to have a little refuel amount that this will might comes better to do it. So it'll be able to do much perfectly to be able to have one good chance that this will might proceed to the final lap. Okay, here we go. This could be the last moment, and then last final lap, and then mostly faster drivers will might keep up and keep going. So it'll be able to do much perfectly to be able to go up ahead to do it. So Dr. Dead 76 still takes the lead to be able to keep up, and he is going faster to be able to make a good stronger for his Dodge Viper, and now he is going to make it for sure. So it's going to be giving a lot of more good ways to be able to keep up, or any stronger Group 3 cars will might be able to take the chance will go in. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take one good final stretch. Dr. Captain, no wait, it's Big Mark 13 is the one that just takes the lead to be able to going in, and now I can't believe it, looks like Dr. Death 76 took the win, and now that was very excellent close. I can't believe it that this is going to be very excellent, that this will might do perfectly to be able to keep up with a chance to see it, and now I kind of think that almost looked like a tiebreaker. So it'll be able to have to give a good result check that this will might coming in. So looks like time remaining left for 30 seconds. So looks like the last place is going to be coming out for the decreased driver rating is going to be very harder to get. So looks like humiliation comes, and now just going to be able to have everything to be able to ignore the tough moments about what happened, because this is going to be able to do much better to be able to keep going for the next race, that this is going to be able to try harder to get. Alright, here we go. Looks like this is definitely where it's last place to stop at, and now looks like this is going to be giving a DNF that might be able to go better. So, well, maybe that will be able to have the fastest driver in Chevrolet, that this will might comes better to do it. Well, fortunately that this will be needs to do a little bit dropping amount of the driver rating, that this is going to get a little bit demoted back to driver rating C, that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Well, just been had taking a good lead on to the Nations Cup, but it'll be able to try to keep up next time, because it needs to do a lot more better, because it gets pretty harder to be able to keep up. Looks like just been had and very tougher, that this will might need to be able to do better. Alright, looks like congratulations to two players have finally made it in the top two, and this is going to be very excellent to be able to do a lot better. So, good game you guys, good race. Well, hope everything is doing a lot better, that this will be able to take much more practice to be able to work hard at the Nurburgring. This may be a toughest race for us, for Group 3 racers, that this will might needs to do a lot more challenge. So it'll be able to do much possible to be able to do a lot more practice. So looks like this is going to be very good, closer by 0.19 seconds, thanks to Big Mark 13. That almost been taking a tiebreaker that this is going to be able to have. Okay, looks like this may need to have a lot more practice to be able to race around at the Nurburgring Grand Prix. This might do a little bit harder to be able to keep up, to reach up for under 2 minutes to be able to give enough time. Well, closest race he had, and that was very good. Alright, that was very excellent. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have to get ready for round 9 for another time, and then this will be able to do a lot better. It will be able to do much quicker ways to be able to keep up, to be able to race hard, but last place could cause a decreased driver rating, that this will be needs to do a lot more work, but it'll be needs to be able to get back on track, because this is going to be able to have to take to reach up with the top position, to be able to go much as possible to be able to do it. So, better make sure keep up the good race at the Nurburgring Grand Prix, so we'll have to do the best we can. And otherwise, the first turn is going to be very sharp edged, so we just really don't want to make any mistakes to be able to be forced automatically go back in to do another one again for it. That could be the most difficult thing. We need to be able to take the first turn at the race will begin. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.